Om Shanti. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're watching this on Instagram or Facebook, welcome. Thank you for subscribing, thank you for liking and commenting. It means a lot to me. I hope you're taking good care of yourself and staying safe and taking care of your loved ones. I know it's very challenging being locked at your own place. You might be with your family or you might be alone. Wherever you are, I'm sending you lots of love and positive energy. Trust in the process. It is uncomfortable, but there's a purpose behind everything. And I see the big picture and I see the spiritual reason. Whatever may be the cause might be coronavirus, but it is so much beyond that. So cooperate with what the universe is doing. And your only job right now is to go within. And I want to be very open and honest and bear my soul out with you because I know this is going to be very helpful. A lot of you will be going through spiritual awakening either today, tomorrow, during this lockdown, or at some point. You will feel lockdowns, emotionally locked down. And I want to share my own experience. I had my first spiritual awakening in 2013, and again my second one in 2019, and both times it came through the breaking off of a very intimate relationship which just tore me apart, and it did not make sense to the logical mind, but it really tore my spirit, it really tore my heart out. And spiritual awakening can happen through many outlets. It could be through a death, through a loss of a loved one, through a loss of a business, through some health issues, or money, relationship breaking up. It could be anything. Whatever may be the cause, the intention is all same. There is a lesson, there are some things that we need to learn, and this is how we have planned our lives. So spiritual awakening is uncomfortable, but it serves a very great purpose. You won't be the same person. I am not the same person. And whenever I try to fit in with the ways of the world, it backfires. And I'm in a very surrendered stage right now. And it happened before this coronavirus pandemic happened. And now I truly understand why I went through what I went through, so that I can be your soul sister, your spiritual teacher at this point, and I can share my experiences and help you in this time. If you're going through a spiritual awakening, trust me, you're not going crazy. If you feel very disconnected, if you feel very odd, if your thought process is very different from the world, from everybody around you, if you feel very uncomfortable within, if you feel emotionally blocked and emotionally very uncomfortable, things are not working out in your personal or professional life, trust me, you are safe, you're not alone, and you're not going crazy, and you are not depressed. There's a huge the difference between depression and spiritual emotional bankruptcy. Most people in the world, they are not depressed, they just label themselves as depressed, but clinical depression is very, very different, and very few people go through it. Vast majority of people are going through emotional bankruptcy, spiritual depression, and they are not aware of it, and they don't want to accept their spiritual side because they don't want to be a misfit amongst their friends, family, or society. So if you're watching this video, I know that you are ready, and if it connects to you, stay tuned, because it's going to be a longer video, because I want to tell you everything that I've been through and everything that I've learned and what you have to do to make the best use out of the situation and to come out of this situation better than ever before. So I had my first spiritual awakening in 2013. It was difficult, it was tough. I had to question everything about life, and I was miserable inside. I was very normal outside, and nobody can make out from my face because I was normal, and I know I'm not depressed, but I couldn't explain myself, and I had no idea about spiritual knowledge and spiritual wisdom. And then I came across law of attraction through the book The Secret, and I was a completely different person. And then one book after another followed, different teachers showed up in my life, because they say when the student is ready, teacher appears. And one after another amazing, wonderful teachers started coming to my life. I became an avid follower of Abraham Hicks, A Course in Miracles, and so many wonderful teachers. Gabrielle Bernstein, an amazing life coach. And I continued, and it transformed me. I felt so different, and it activated my masculine side, the Shiv part of the Shiv Shakti energy, and I had no idea about that. And it gave me a lot of confidence that I can do greater things in life. So I went through that internal training. I was shifting and changing, and I became bold. I became a book author. I became a speaker, and then I quit my job as a cabin crew. I moved back to Mumbai from Doha. I came back to my country, and then I pursued my coaching career. I was setting up my business. I was practicing as a coach and a speaker, and then I happened to win Miss Ethnic India, and where I got to practice everything that I knew about the law of attraction. And I was learning all these things are very new. I did not have much experience, but I had a lot of faith and confidence in the process, in the knowledge of law of attraction. But I did not have too many experiences. I had small little experiences, but nothing major to show anybody. So when I won Miss Ethnic, it was a huge evidence that I could openly share with the world. So it meant a lot to me. And then I decided to pursue acting because I always wanted to, but I had so much of insecurity within me. But I had to listen to my soul. I thought that if not now, then when? And so I pursued acting in my late 20s, when people give up acting, I started pursuing acting. And luckily, I look much younger than my age. I'm 31, by the way. I'm not 25. And so I navigated my way. I maneuvered my way in the entertainment industry, and it was tough. It was tough, but I was getting some work here and there, and I was trying to find my way, but it was a lot of uncertainty. I had no idea. I thought that I will stop being a life coach at the moment. I'll pursue it later in my life. But recently I realized there's no later. Everything is now. And so in 2019, so I did a couple of acting gigs, and I was happy. I know I gained some confidence, and I knew that whatever I want to do, I can do. Then my book was published. I became a TEDx speaker. So things were lining up. I was getting what I want. So I had that confidence. I had this confidence in me that everything that I want in life, I will get it. I don't know when, but I know I will get it. Slowly, I had this confidence that I don't have to pursue anything. And in 2019, I had to go through a deeper study time. 2019, I had spent a lot of time in self-quarantine and isolation much before all these things happened for the entire world. I was doing it not intentionally, but it so happened. I wasn't depressed at all, and having all the spiritual knowledge and wisdom, I know that universe is training me for something, but it was so difficult. I did not have the guidance to go anywhere, meet people, no motivation to do anything. I was only inspired to study. I told myself that I did not have the motivation to earn money, so there was money issues also. But over a period of time, with so much of experience, I got over money issues. I know money always comes. So I had cultivated that belief that money always comes, and so money always comes. And I was focusing on my study. I told myself that I'm under the University of the Universe, and I'm being sponsored by the universe, and I'm here to study. Little did I know that I was being prepared for a time like this, to be a teacher for everyone, for all my soul brothers and sisters out there who is watching this video, who is seeking answers. Know that you are not alone. And it is a great thing, because right now I can see the big picture, and I'm in a such better state of being. And circumstances don't matter to me, because I know all is well, and all is well in the world. I know that because I've gone through that personally. So, and I know that everything happens for a reason. And I went through that alone. Now you're going through it globally. You have a global family who's going through the same thing. But I had to go through that alone. And I'm very happy to help you. And I'm very happy to tell you what you have to do right now if you're going through a spiritual awakening. And so I studied a lot. I dived deeper into consciousness. I studied how the universe works, how the law of attraction works, what exactly it is, because I was getting successes with law of attraction, but I couldn't point a finger exactly at how it works. So I was studying energy. I was understanding how things are manifesting, what is happening, and I was coordinating with the universe, God, whatever you call it, spirit. Sometimes I would become very spiritual, and sometimes I was too much in my head. It was a lot of experiments going on. I had become like a scientist all by myself, and lots of amazing books came to me. And I would be morning, noon, and night. I used to be with my studies and meditation, and I would meet very few people. I was not pursuing anything. I did not have the motivation to pursue any goal, because I know everything will come to me. So I was cultivating this belief that everything comes to me, everyone comes to me, knowledge comes to me, idea comes to me, money comes to me, people comes to me. So what do I have to do? I was just sitting at home. I'm like, okay, I know everything comes to me, but this is very difficult not to do anything, not having the guidance to do anything. And I always take guidance from my spirit. For a couple of years, I've been living like that. In fact, most part of my life, I've been taking inspired action. If it comes from my spirit, I take action. I don't do anything because I have to do it. I should do it. And that's why I think I've been a vessel, a medium of the universe to speak to you, to speak the language of spirit. I was the perfect fit for that. So in 2019, I've had a lot of transformation. My mind became like an open vessel for so much of knowledge. I was downloading so much of knowledge, and I felt like my head is going to explode. And this might happen to you too in the coming days. It's only been like 3-4 days of quarantine. It is okay. You are relaxing. You are catching up on things, people, movies. But after a while, it's going to be difficult. After 2 weeks, it's going to be really hard. I know. And we don't know if it is only for 21 days or it's going to stretch further. We will see. And but I'm here for you. So if you're listening this, watching this video, you are going to gain a lot. So what saved me, what is my greatest lesson was, what is the solution for this is, the solution to everything is having a great self-love practice. We have heard of this, self-love as a concept, but it is very scientific, it is not philosophical. Self-love is the cure for everything. We have learned so many bogus things in school, from our parents, from our teachers, from society. And we have self-taught ourselves so many limiting beliefs about us, the concept about ourselves, about how the world works. We have been very masculine in our thought process, in our energy, in our being. We have been thinking and operating from our left brain. But it is time for our right brain, right side, the feminine side of us to take over, which is about allowing, surrendering to a power greater than ourselves. It is about believing in things that we don't see, not being too focused on the physical reality, and being aware and being conscious of a way of being which is so much more different than how the world functions. It is about practicing self-love full time. So how do you do that, right? The greatest way, the most simplest way to practice self-love is through I am affirmations. You have heard it. I'm great, I'm good, and we do it from time to time, but it is time to do it from morning, noon, and night. Saying nice, positive I am affirmations for yourself is your savior. I have tried so many things. I have done visualization, I have done chanting. Everything is great, but the greatest way out, the easiest way out, the fastest way out, the most powerful way out is to practice I am affirmation. You are worthy, okay? You are a worthy being. You are deserving. You don't have to prove your self-worth. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. We have been conditioned to prove ourselves since school days. We have to prove how smart we are, how intelligent we are, how talented we are. And we judge ourselves on the basis of how many marks on our report cards, on how much money we have, what is our position in our office. How much of qualification do we have? Do we have an MBA degree? If we have, from which college or university? It is based on your background, your family, how much wealth your parents have, what is your upbringing. This is the time to detach yourself from your physical reality and to know that you are loved unconditionally. You're so worthy. You're so worthy. The world doesn't believe in unconditional love. And that's why we don't practice, we don't experience unconditional love. And I have been operating that way. I had that belief that unconditional love does not exist. Human beings don't love unconditionally. I even felt that parents don't love their children unconditionally. There's always some condition. And I was so wrong. I was so wrong. If I have this belief that unconditional love do not exist, then how am I going to experience unconditional love? And I had to change that about myself, because that was such a huge block to my existence. That was so negative and so bad for me. I was blocking so much of love. And that is why I had to go through the spiritual awakening to understand self-love and to understand unconditional love and to understand the unconditional love of God. There's so much of unconditional love for you, for me, every single day. Do you doubt that you are so loved and you're deserving of all the good things that your heart desires? Or you just limit yourself by thinking that this is too good to be true? There's nothing to be too good to be true. There's no limit to your goodness, to your greatness. You know, nature does not judge. The sun shines on everybody. How bad your record might be for the world, the sun still shines on everyone. The wind blows on everyone, rain pours on everyone. The earth gives food to every single human being. It does not judge. So all judgment is our own judgment. Nature loves you unconditionally. God loves you unconditionally. Do you love yourself unconditionally? Or you love yourself on your performance, based on your performance, based on how you're living, how much you're earning, what are your qualifications? This is the time to love yourself unconditionally. This is the time to practice unconditional love for yourself. Only when you practice unconditional love for yourself, you'll be able to love other people unconditionally. And you're going to receive unconditional love, because that's how law of attraction works. You attract what you are, what your core beliefs are. When you practice unconditional love by using positive affirmations from morning, noon, and night, like I am beautiful, I am worthy, I am rich, I am successful, I am deserving, I am talented, I am gifted, I am powerful, I am strong, I am secure, I am magnetic, I am charismatic, I am confident, I am relaxed, I am balanced, I am calm. You practice this affirmation and make this your reality. When you repeat these words to yourself over and over and over, you will feel different. And when you feel different, you will generate new vibration in your body, in your cell. This is the actual purpose of positive thinking. Because I was also very bugged by positive thinking. Sometimes it's so difficult until I understood the scientific reason behind positive thinking. Because what you think activates vibration in you, and your vibration is creating your reality. You are the creator of your reality. You create your own reality. So, beautiful being, my beautiful friend who's watching this video right now, create a beautiful reality for yourself. But you can create a beautiful reality for yourself only when you believe in yourself first. When you believe that you are deserving, you are capable. You're capable of all the dreams that you have in your heart. The deep desires that you have within you, that you have blocked, thinking that you're not ready yet, you're not good enough yet, you're not qualified, you don't have the right resources, the right contacts. You have everything that you need right now, and more will come when you show up, when you practice unconditional love with words like, I am enough. I have everything that I need right now. I am good enough. I am perfect. I am talented. I am gifted. I am needed. I am wanted. I am supported. I am protected. I am heard. I am understood. I am convincing. Then the universe will give you more support. And I have experimented with this truth. And whatever I'm telling you is from experimenting. I am not giving you something that I have learned somewhere. Yes, I have learned it somewhere, but I practiced and experimented with what works and what doesn't work. And I am affirmations are going to be your savior. This is the best meditation. Because then you become conscious of your thoughts. I don't watch movies. I don't listen to music much. Very rarely I listen to music because I don't want to feed anything unconsciously in my subconscious mind, because everything activates a vibration, and I want to be in the vibration, in the highest vibration, because I want to have a good life for myself, and I also want to share my love and light with all of you, with whoever needs it. So if you're watching it, and if you're going through a spiritual awakening, you're not going crazy, okay? You're not depressed. You are not depressed. Just get it out of your system, out of your mind. Just don't pick this thing from the world that I'm depressed. Everybody is getting depressed, so I'm depressed. Stop using this word. Get rid of this word. I feel depressed. Don't say this, because when you say I am depressed, you're creating your own reality. So don't say that. Don't. Whatever you might be going through, a health issue, career issue, money issue, relationship issue, loan, rent, confused, whatever you're going through, everything is a lack of self-love. It is because of the self-talk that you had for a long period of time. And your journey of returning to love has just started. So it is a great time. So we are now physically locked down, but it is a reflection, it's a manifestation of our emotional lockdown. It's so beautiful. We have been emotionally locked down for a long time. We have been functioning from our left brain with our mind all these years. So this is the time for humanity to become emotionally open. So say, I'm emotionally open. I am emotionally open. I'm open and receptive to receive all good things that life has to offer. I'm open to receive. My heart is open. My mind is receptive. And I'm open to receive. I'm open to receive. I'm open to receive all good things in life. And open your heart, and you will feel it in your heart center that your heart is opening. Your heart is opening, and you'll feel it, and it'll make you cry, because it's such a beautiful experience. It's such a beautiful feeling. You wouldn't need anything or anyone else at that moment. It is such a spiritual experience. You'll feel so whole. And that is the point, to make you whole. You are whole right now. You don't need some amount of money. You don't need that job, that relationship, that home, that house, that car to feel whole, because you are whole. You are already whole. When you feel whole, you'll attract whatever you want, but you cannot attract. You'll not be a match to what you desire by thinking these thoughts of low vibration. The negative thoughts that we think keeps us in a lower vibration, lower frequency, but our desires are in a higher vibration, in a higher frequency. So to match those desires, we have to raise our vibration. And this is what is happening collectively. We have been asking for a beautiful world, a magical world. We have so many desires, all of us collectively. You are not alone. There are so many people who have desires, who know